so now I'll be talking about the second prototype, and it's a lot more advanced than the first one. So let me start off by talking about my handheld remote. Now this one is wireless and it uses an HT12E encoder and decoder system, so we can actually transmit information via this wire, and it switches to the DC motors here. And obviously there's got to be a decoder in here somewhere, so this is the HT12D decoder of our system. And these two circuits, in fact all of these circuits, they're powered by this 9-volt LED battery here, like so. And the DC motors itself, which are 12-volt motors, they are powered by a 2200 mAh poly-ion battery. So let me explain how I made these skates able to actually take on the weight of a person. Now once again, I have purchased a very standard, very normal pair of skates off the market, although we do still need a wider skate frame. I will be demonstrating how it works in another section of the video, but for now I'll just be explaining the model. So this is a 12-volt DC motor. Usually 24-volt DC motors are actually required when it comes to robots, so I thought that would be the same for electrical skates, and it was. So I connected the rotating part of the DC motor here to the secondary skate. So when the DC motor is turned on and it starts to revolve, so will the skates, and that's how these skates will be able to move. Since the DC motors have now been attached to the side using a piece of plywood, as you can see here, so this is a piece of plywood so that the DC motors are attached here, and consequently these two gears, it does not need to be welded in between of the back skates, like the back skates wheels. So we don't have an emergency braking system right now, which is fine because the person will be able to steer it on their own, because these skates, they still they're not able to turn on their own, so a person will have to maneuver them on their own. And so I do think I have mentioned that these skates are powered by poly-ion batteries and LED batteries, and I will be demonstrating how they work in another section. Right, so as you can see, I'm actually wearing one of my Prototype 2 skates now, and I've connected the batteries here, and I'm gonna be showing you how they work. Right, I'm gonna try and stand up now, though it's a little bit awkward with just one skate on. They're pretty slow and pretty stiff, which is good because we have to do this at normal walking pace. It's not really meant to be a competitive thing, and it feels pretty comfortable with just one skate, although I know that I'm balancing. I'll be trying this with both skates now. So yeah, this is how it works basically. So I've also attached an LED light here, just so that I can know that the circuit is working. This is how it's attached to my foot, so I use these velcro straps, and in front the normal skate. So here is the back strap, and this is how it ties onto the front of my foot. Yeah, so it's pretty easy to kind of maneuver this as well, since there's no braking mechanism in here. And yeah, pretty good. Okay, so now this is me wearing both the skates. As you can see, both these contraptions have been attached to my leg, and here I have my handheld remote, which I'm going to be using to steer. Now let's start with one leg. As you can see, it takes my weight pretty comfortably, and so does the second one. Now let's try both of them together. So it's pretty comfortable. And I can steer them together. and that's how it works.